situation we're in here at the moment is that we are struggling for this business, a big manufacturing business, to be internationally competitive. Because if we're not internationally competitive, then we haven't got a future here in New Zealand.
When Fonterra was formed in 2002, the management of the company felt it was important to embark on a maintenance best practices program. If you consolidated the downtime at all of the 22 manufacturing sites across New Zealand, it equated to a site like Edgecombe, what we're standing on right now, being down all day, every day. So there was a significant opportunity for reliability and productivity improvements.
We did a study in the about mid-90s to have a look at the sort of skill sets that we required here on a site like this. The case study clearly showed that at that point we had an average workforce of 47 years of age, and couple that with the fact that we had limited amount of apprenticeship training, it was pretty obvious that we were going to have a significant skill shortage.
And we identified a gap between what training was being received to what we needed.
The skill base was actually entrenched in old-fashioned methods of training. The old-fashioned method said you did a fitter and turner apprenticeship or you did an electrical apprenticeship, and you actually didn't learn a heck of a lot about maintenance until you went and worked in maintenance. And even then you came across with a whole lot of old traits that people had given you. You didn't really know where you were going.
Well, now we need people to be given the job and ask the questions. Okay, why is this failing? How can I make this better? So we need a workforce at the work front that have the knowledge, the skills to be able to ask those questions and also help diagnose and make those changes.
The type of workforce that we're all interested in developing is a workforce that is thinking about not just the business that day, but thinking about what improvements can be made, thinking about the business of the future.
MaintainNZ has been set up to be the National Centre of Maintenance Excellence, which is really a fancy title for a training and education centre that's focusing on improving productivity through maintenance best practice. We were set up by the Engineers Union, Fonterra, North Ski School Tasman, the local college, Kawerau College, in association with Auckland University.
Set about identifying the best possible educational partners that could give us the possibility to staircase programs from the trades level through diplomas to degrees and beyond, and to feed backwards the other way with research, because as vital industries in New Zealand's infrastructure, they actually need research as well to help them do things better. And so AUT was identified as being actually the only training provider in the country who could design programs which could then be delivered through MaintainNZ right into the local industries.
We have been offering our courses in mechanical maintenance and production engineering here in Auckland for quite a while, and this is an opportunity for us to go out in the region and to prove the value and the relevance of our programs. We are contributing, first of all, the quality of our programs in maintenance engineering, but there is more to it. Of course, our staff is delivering the courses in Kawerau. And we are not only teachers, we are also researchers. That makes a full-blown academic.
We're in a situation where for probably a generation now, there has been this reliance on the big brother, the mills, actually employing the students. And the reality is that that's not occurring because they don't have the necessary skills. So we joined together with big industry and partnered with that and the Engineers Union, and looked at developing a model that allowed for our students to be able to start at a level 1 qualification, and if necessary and if they're capable, to go right up to doctorate level through a partnership with AUT as well. So that created for us a pathway that allowed our students to actually become worthy of opportunities within the industry.
The industry that is in the Eastern Bay of Plenty has been there a long time and is commodity based, but and are also recognising that they need to sort of lift their game and lift their productivity to be able to compete on the world stage. So yes, it's a good small region to start with, and of course all these major regional initiatives that we fund are expected to provide an economic benefit to the whole of New Zealand, not just that region.
Well, the Engineers Union have been really a pivotal partner to the whole concept of MaintainNZ. They're pivotal in two ways. Firstly, they want to invest in the skill development of their employees, and they want to be in a full partnership together so that they are competitively global. We want people with skills, we want people that can take responsibility, we want people that can take accountability for what they do in their everyday job. It's not a top-down management issue, it's a team approach.
Nowadays, the MaintainNZ students, trainees, is the best term for them. They're training to become highly skilled technicians rather than just tradesmen. They're not going to be metal removalists, they're going to be highly skilled maintainers. What they're learning at MaintainNZ, they're taking back into their production sites, and when they get back to their production sites, they're then sowing the seeds of maintenance best practice, maintenance and reliability back among the workers that have these old school habits.
You probably get taught a lot of the wrong skills through the tradespeople. At least this way you get taught the right way and not getting taught bad habits. And I've learnt more up here in 3 weeks than what I learnt in sort of a couple of months back at the factory. So yeah, it's pretty full on, but it's a really good course. I like gas welding probably the best, and it's mainly practical, but gas welding is probably my favourite.
MaintainNZ is built on giving those skills to people to work in business, working people to work in business, work at a higher level of responsibility, a higher level of skill, and that's got to be of benefit not only to the working people themselves but to the business. They have a more talented, skilled pool of people.
We've approached the apprenticeship program with MaintainNZ and in Fonterra in general with the intention of retaining at least 75% of the apprenticeship trainees. So it's our intention, and it's a rather unique approach, to train these folks up primarily in the dairy industry and environment through the MaintainNZ AUT qualification, and then develop those dairy industry specific skills with them and keep them in the organization after they finish their apprenticeship program, so that we ensure that we've got those skills and then we can ensure that we maintain our productivity and reliability of our plant.
The MaintainNZ story is really a real expression of what happens when everybody is aligned. Everybody shares the vision, shares the understanding of the problems, actually, is where it starts from.
So what we've done here is set up a proper structured career path that takes people from the school system through to their applied industry learning linked to national qualifications, and then supports them in their learning path all the way through while they're in full-time employment throughout their working life. And you have to have that concept of lifelong learning, because we must keep the skills current, keep learning, keep up with the technology. That's the only way that we keep the focus on the productivity.
Maintenance best practice is one of the key elements of our operations excellence journey here at Fonterra, and the involvement of the people, the succession plans, the tactics, and all the aspects of maintenance best practices are a key element of productivity at Fonterra.
The MaintainNZ model could work elsewhere, it's easily transportable. The key, however, to it is having industry buying into what you're doing and actually investing and taking the risk and investing in training and skills. It's not up to the government, it's not up to the education organisations themselves to do it, it's up to industry to rise to the challenge and make it happen.
Can other communities do the same sort of thing that's happened in Kawerau? Absolutely they can. And I think the big question is, do we need to do this? Yes, we do. Heaps more in a lot of other places, and we've demonstrated that it can be done. More people need to share the vision, and I'm confident that that can happen.